Hi, it's Tracy here with Ragazzi Wellness, and I'm going to give this thing a try. We're going to practice a vinyasa flow right here at home with you, and we'll see how well this works. It's my first time doing a live video, so please know that I've seen some Instagram live things go awry, and that may be the case here. I also don't have any music playing right now, so I suggest you pause the video and go ahead and grab your own music so that you can be ready to join us. And that's just keeping with some of the the YouTube policies. We're going to start in child's pose on your mat, and I'm going to actually scoot my mat closer so that I fit in the frame here. Spread your knees nice and wide. Let your toes touch. Bring your arms out in front of you. Start to allow your breath to get heavy and deep. And then set an intention for this class. So maybe that intention is peace, calm, serenity, whatever it is you want to channel more of during this time and in your life. On your next inhale, you'll lift your forehead and walk your hands all the way over to the right side, placing your right hand down the side of the mat and releasing the forehead back and down. That left fingertip's going to walk over any amount more. Make sure that your left glute and hip stay as far down as they can. Big breath in. And big breath out. Lift the forehead. Walk over to the other side. Same thing. Right hand's going to come down. Left hand's going to reach back behind you here. Right pinky walks over any amount more. Big breath in. Big breath out. Come back to center, reach nice and long. Forehead comes to the mat, and then bend the elbows. Place the palms together right over your head here. Walking those elbows in as close as you can by your head. Getting a nice stretch through the triceps here. Take a big inhale. And then exhale. Release the hands down, come up on a tabletop pose. In our first tabletop, we'll start with cat-cows. Taking an inhale round through the spine, and exhale, tucking the toes and sinking in the chest. Inhale, round. Exhale, release. Two more, your breath, your pace. And then after sinking right here, just take a moment, take your hips from side to side. Start some sideways movement here, just getting a little motion through the ribs, undulating up into the spine, finding some organic movement. Then find your stagnant tabletop and lift up the right arm, take the left leg back. We'll take a nice big inhale here, keeping the belly nice and tight, and then exhale, curl in. Inhale here, this time take the knee and elbow out to the side, exhaling here. Inhale, extending, exhale, curling in. Inhale, extending, exhale, coming out to the side. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, curling in. Last time, lengthen, curl out, lengthen, curl in. Set everything down. Take those hips from side to side. Come back to center and we'll switch sides. The left arm reaches out, right leg reaches back. Inhale here, exhale, curl in. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, take it out. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, curl in. Keep it going. Last time. Great job. Come back to the center. Again, make some more organic movement through the hips, through the spine, and then we'll tuck our toes, lifting our knees up, walking our hands back slightly. Take a moment here to really engage through the abdominal muscles, and then take a big inhale, lift everything up, and send everything back down facing dog. First down dog of the day, perhaps, and pedal out your feet just to kind of release some tension in the hips. And then send the heels up nice and tall, drop them over to the right side, press everything back in a nice stretch here. Big inhale, sit tall. Big exhale, switch sides. Inhale back to the center, and then bend the knees dramatically, walking the hands back right here. Sending the torso towards those thighs. Take a big inhale. Exhale, slide up, downward facing dog. Big inhale, walk those arms back. Press into the chest here. Big exhale, downward facing dog. Do that 2 more times, finding your pace and your breath. Meeting in downward facing dog. Gaze forward between the hands, bend those knees, step or hop forward. Reaching for opposite elbows right here. Send the feet about hip distance and gently sway from side to side. Ragdoll. And then release those fingertips towards the mat. Bend the knees dramatically. Take a big inhale, start to roll everything all the way up. And I'm going to come out of the camera here. I had a feeling that would happen. So as you get settled into that space, take a nice big inhale. Coming all the way onto your mat. And find your mountain pose. Okay, we're back. On your next inhale, send the arms overhead. Reach for the left wrist. And gently take the ribcage over the side, finding a nice deep bend. Pressing both feet in the mat here, get even longer. Take a big inhale, reach up to the sky. And then exhale, switch sides, reach for the right wrist here. Coming, bending, reaching, keeping that chest open. Big inhale. Big exhale, get tall. Big inhale here, and then just release those arms as dramatically as you can. Come back to your mountain pose. Palms come together, shoulders drop down. Take a big inhale, send those arms overhead. Take a big exhale, release. Take a big inhale, send the fingertips towards the spine. Send the spine back as long as you can, getting as long as you possibly can. And then exhale, plant the fingertips, step back, right foot, left foot. Take a nice big inhale here. And then exhale, rock forward to the toes. Press it back to the heels. Rock toward to the toes. Press back through the heels. 2 more. Then shift everything forward, bend those elbows, come to 90 degrees, chaturanga. And then inhale, lift everything up, drop to the knees and cobra for this first little break here. Send that belly button towards the spine. And then take the right hip over towards the right elbow. Back through center, left hip to left elbow. 2 more times. And then tucking the toes, lift the hips up nice and tall. Plant the feet towards the mat. Take a big inhale here. And exhale, let it go. 3 more breaths like this. Then lift the right leg behind you. Take a big breath as you do. Bring that right knee in towards the chest. Hover it here. Breathe for 3 breaths. 2 breaths. And then 1 breath. And then extend that right leg back out. Big inhale, come forward right here. Take a big inhale. 2 breaths. And then 1 breath, we're going to set that right leg down. I'm going to rotate on your mat. You're going to extend that left leg out behind you, finding gate pose. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. We're going to take the left toes, point them forward, and send the hips back and down right here. Take an inhale, come all the way back up. And exhale, bring everything back down. One last time. Inhale up. Exhale, come down. And then we're going to walk the fingertips out in front of you. Bring that forehead towards the mat. Breathe here. Last inhale and exhale. And then walk those hands back, coming all the way up onto that kneecap. Being as gentle as you can. Remember, you can roll the mat under for extra cushion. So the arms up. And exhale, the right palm down, the left hand goes up. Picking up that left leg as you do, we're going to bring that knee towards the chest. We're going to start to circle right here, getting the outside edge of the piriformis, the glute, and all those love things. Bring that hand to heart center. Last 3, 2, last 1. Set both knees down and tuck those toes. Step it back to plank. Right here, you can complete a full vinyasa, or you can head straight to downward facing dog. If you're going to do that vinyasa, shift forward to the toes, elbows head to 90. This time, come to the tops of the feet, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Check in with breath here. Big inhale. And exhale. 2 more. On that last one, let's really sigh it out. Beautiful. Extend that left leg nice and tall. Bring that right knee into the chest. Inhale, get tall. Exhale to the chest. This time we're going to hold for 3 breaths. For 2 breaths. For 1, you got this. Keep it nice and strong. And then exhale, send that left leg down. We're going to turn everything forward again. Gate pose. Inhale, tall. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, get forward. You'll notice that we're painting the living room here. Get tall. That's the wall right behind us. Exhale, get forward. Drop the hands down. Release the forehead. You know, the things you do when you have to stay at home. Breathe here. Big inhale. And exhale. And the last one, walk the hands in. We'll place that left hand down. That right hand's going to come up right here. Take the right leg with you and then start to circle that knee in. Beautiful job. Last one. Send those knees back and down. Send those triceps in toward your torso and those palms planted. Right here, we'll tuck the toes, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. When you get there, bend the knees, shake everything out. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. And I'm going to gaze forward towards our hands. Bend our knees, step or hop everything forward. Take a big inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, come to chair. Utkatasana. Right here in chair, check that your tailbone has dropped down, your belly is tucked, and your palms are at heart center. Take a big breath in. And then pick up those right toes, keeping the knees glued together. And then exhale, come back down. Left toes, pick them up. It's a little balancing act. And then release them back down. Big inhale, lift. Big exhale, down. Other side. And then on the next one, we're going to pick it up and then extend that leg back, high lunge, keeping it as low as you possibly can. Keep that right knee right over that ankle. Take the inner thigh of that right leg and send it towards the sky. Take an inhale here, straighten everything. Exhale, drive that chest forward, send the arms behind you. Interlace the knuckles here, open through the chest and breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale the arms all the way up, straighten that front leg. And then exhale, turn everything nice and wide. Place the hands on the hips. Shake out those hips a little bit. Take an inhale, open through the chest, and an exhale, forward fold. Wide leg forward fold. When you get there, reach for the ankles, the calves, or the shins. Take an inhale, extend through the spine, and an exhale, send the head towards the earth right here. And again, right here is a great opportunity to check back in with your intention. Maybe it's peace. Maybe it's a sense of calm. Maybe it's just connecting to breath. Wherever you are, place those hands on your hips, tuck your bottom under, come all the way back up. Take a big inhale here. And then exhale, bend that right knee, step everything forward. Make your way to chair pose. Take a big inhale here, lift up that right leg. Place it back down, chair pose, left side. Do 2 more, your breath, your pace. Keep those knees glued together into the same plane. Last one. And then left leg picks up, and we're gonna step it back, but I'm gonna turn all the way around you. You're in a wide leg forward fold facing the other way. Take a big inhale, open through the heart here. And then exhale, place the hands right on the hips, lift through the chest. Spin those elbows back towards each other, lift up, and then send everything forward. Exhale, releasing. Big inhale here, big exhale, let it go. Place the sides of the foot into the mat, lift through the arches, extend everything up through the sides. Belly comes up and in, and breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale all the way up. Bend that left leg this time and step to the front of your mat. Inhale up here. Reach as tall as you can, as tall as you can. Exhale, let everything go. Inhale up again. Find your vinyasa coming down. Inhale halfway. Plant those hands, step it back to plank. When you hit your plank here, walk your hand into the left center of your mat, turn over onto the left blade of the foot. You want to come back a little bit so the shoulder is not right underneath that wrist. And then extend that right hand towards the sky. Take an inhale, lift that right leg up and down for 2 more. Keep lifting those hips. And then bend that knee into the chest. We're going to rotate around and drop that left knee down. Low lunge. Right here, take a moment just to get everything situated. Make sure you're on the front of that kneecap. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale, open the chest. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, open. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, press everything back, runner's lunge. First, keep those toes down, stretch across the top of the foot. Big inhale here. Big exhale, lift the toes up, send that heel down. Make sure you're coming right out of that hip flexor here. Big inhale. Big exhale. And then plant those toes down again. We're going to tuck the back toes and step everything forward into a pyramid pose. So shifting forward, the left heel comes in line with the right. Send those fingertips behind you and reach for opposite elbows here, or reverse prayer. Inhale, get a long spine. Exhale, release the head to the knee. In this pose for security, bring those inner thighs towards each other. Take that left hip, bring it closer to the front of the room. Take one inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release the palms down. Step it back to plank. Take an inhale. And an exhale, find your chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. 3 breaths here. And on that last one, really let it go. And then bend those knees, step or hop everything forward. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Take an exhale, let it go. Inhale, get as tall as you can all the way up. Exhale, release everything down. Find that chair pose. Inhale, lift up that right leg. And then exhale, send that right leg all the way back, finding your fingertips towards the ground, coming all the way into the low lunge here on this side. Inhale, get tall. And then exhale, sweep the fingertips behind you right here. Interlace those knuckles and send the chest open as wide as you can. Take a big inhale. Shift the hips forward. Take an exhale, press everything back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, come back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, come back, and then shift into a runner's lunge, keeping the ball of the foot down. Breathe in here. And then lifting the left foot up, keeping that foot right in line with that hip flexor. Take a big inhale here. And exhale. And then plant those left toes down, tuck the right. And we're going to shift forward, finding pyramid pose here. Heels in train tracks, inner thighs coming together. Reaching again for opposite elbows or trying reverse prayer. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, send the head towards the knee. And then inhale, sit tall. Exhale, plant those fingertips down. This time, step back, downward facing dog. When you get there, pedal out the feet. And I want to come forward again for the last time. Bend the knees, and then gently hop forward. Taking an inhale, get nice and tall and long through the spine. Exhale, take everything down. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, we'll come into a standing pose right here. So I'm going to turn and face the camera. Right here, you're going to want to pick up your right foot and shift the weight over into the left. So just getting loosey-goosey on that right leg. We'll pick up the right knee. Flex the right foot. And then send the first two fingertips towards that big toe. On inhale, get as tall as you can. And on exhale, send that leg out in front of you. Big here is perfectly fine. You can even bend that elbow and come forward, and maybe you hang out right here. Wherever you are, take 2 more breaths. And then we're going to move out to the side, slowly and carefully opening up through the chest and making sure that leg doesn't get too out of control. Remember, you can be here. Big inhale. Big exhale. Big inhale. Find that spot that won't move. And then exhale, bring that knee forward. We're going to take that right ankle and bend it across the left knee and come down into a standing figure 4. That right hand can come out to open that hip any amount more. And breathe. And then rise back up. Release. Shake everything up. Finding that point of concentration, we'll do the left side. Send the shoulders back and down. Pick up that left leg. Take the first 2 fingers. You know where you're headed, so you can go towards bent knee or extended leg. Take an inhale here. And an exhale. 2 more. And then sit nice and tall. Open that left leg out to the side. Inhale here. And 2 more times. Then bend that left leg. Take it across that right kneecap. And start to bend the standing leg. Big inhale here. Big exhale. Last breath in and out. And then stand all the way up, shake everything out. Give it a nice little shake. And then turn to face the, well, you're probably facing the front of the mat. Take an inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release down here. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant those hands. Find your vinyasa or straight to downward facing. And then from downward facing dog, take a nice big inhale here. And let it go. We're going to look to the top of our mat, bend our knees, and step our right foot to the outside of the right hand. And then our left foot to the outside of the left foot, coming into Malasana or garland pose. You're going to tuck your triceps right into your knees and lift the heart center right here. Getting nice and tall. Take a big inhale here. Take a big exhale, let it go. 2 more. And then we're going to make our way into crow pose. And this is great to practice at home because you can always go run and grab a pillow really quick. Well, I'm actually going to angle my mat a little bit more because I do feel like I'm falling out of the screen. And while you go and get that pillow, in case you're nervous about falling onto your face, which is perfectly acceptable, I'll tilt this a little bit here. And maybe you've practiced crow 100 times, or maybe this is your first. We're going to take our knees, keep them nice and bent. And we're going to tuck our triceps up and into our armpits, or as close as possible. Your triceps are going to become a shelf for your knees, and that's where you're going to find balance in crow. If you have a wall near you, you can also practice by using that wall, because as you get towards lifting up your feet, you can actually use that wall to support one or both feet. If you're coming into traditional crow, tuck those knees up and into your armpits, lift that booty nice and tall, and then shift everything forward. Pick up one leg, find a spot that won't move out in front of you, and then maybe the other. If you have space, shoot back to chaturanga, otherwise you can be in malasana. Take a nice deep breath in. And then walk your hands forward, coming to plank. And then make your way through your vinyasa. Take a big inhale here. And then exhale, drop towards your knees. Coming all the way down onto your mat. And then walking those hands out in front of you. Puppy pose. Here you can be on your forehead or your chin. You want your hips right over your knees. And your arms walking out as far as you possibly can. Hollowing out the armpits, imagining if someone were pressing up there. And releasing the torso down. And then with the forehead, we're going to slide everything forward into Sphinx pose. In Sphinx pose right here, you're going to be on your belly and your elbows are directly underneath shoulders. Take a moment here and engage through the abdominal muscles. That lower belly part is almost like getting a little crunch. Take a big inhale here and then drop the chin towards the chest. Releasing down. And then extend through the neck up towards the sky, maybe releasing by opening the jaw. And then dropping the right ear over towards the right shoulder. Left ear to the left shoulder. And then from here, we're going to go into seal pose next. So if your back feels pretty good, we'll take our palms, turn them out, and then walk our hands up any amount more. If your low back feels tight at all, please come back down by bending the elbows. 2 more breaths. And then bend the elbows, bend the knees, make your way back into a child's pose as dramatically or floppy as you need to. Bending the elbows, resting the chin on the mat. Coming back once again to that intention, peace, calm, stability, all appropriate. And then shifting everything forward onto the elbows. Again, we're going to bring our palms together, tuck our toes, and come up into a low plank. In this low plank, you want a roundness in your back and a tuck in your belly. Take an inhale, shift your nose over top of your fingertips, and exhale, take it back. You're pressing through the balls and toes of the feet. Exhale, take it back. 3 more. Last one, whether I counted right or not. And then come up onto the palms of your hands, pressing up into plank. Take a big inhale here. And then exhale, shift over onto that right palm, coming into your side plank on this side. Take an inhale, lift up the left leg. Exhale, place it down. 2 more. And then shift it forward, downward facing. When you get there, pedal out your feet, shake your legs, give yourself some nice happy movement. And then gaze forward, step or hop to seated. When I hit the mat like this, I like to take an opportunity to grab a glass of water or drink of water as it may. So go ahead and do that. And then we'll find ourselves in Baddha Konasana, like my friend back here. Bring your palms together, sit nice and tall. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, bend the elbows, send everything forward. Chest, heart, and head, releasing down. Take an inhale, rise back up, sending the shoulders right over the spine. Then exhale, close the legs. We're going to come into boat pose next. One of my favorite ways to work abdominal muscles. Your palms are by your side. You're going to lift your chest as tall as you can. Send everything back. Lift up the right leg and the left leg. If you're feeling really stable here, legs are parallel to the floor, you can add your arms in. Take an inhale here. And exhale, lengthen everything out. Inhale, come back up, chest lifted. Exhale, lengthen out. Inhale, tall. Exhale, lengthen. 2 more. You can do it. Last one. Place those feet down, round through your spine as you kind of crawl in between your legs here. Tucking the elbows around and releasing the head down. And then inhale, come back up. I'm going to take the left foot, set it inside the right leg here, coming into a head to knee pose on the ground. Your leg is not straight out from your body here, but a little to the side. So you're going to turn your chest over the side as well, placing the hands on either side. Sit up nice and tall here, and then on your next exhale, bring your chest forward. You're thinking about placing your belly, then your chest, and then your forehead onto your leg. Keeping that right foot as lengthened as possible. If you have a belt or a strap at home, you can place it around your foot right here to hold on. Take a nice big inhale here. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Come all the way up. And then exhale, switch feet. Right leg comes in, left leg extends. Arms frame that leg, sit tall. And then exhale, come all the way forward. Releasing the forehead down and breathing. Inhale, get nice and tall, rounding up through the spine. And exhale, bring both legs in. We're going to try that boat pose once more. Pick up those legs as tall as you can. Send those arms out to the side. This time we're going to drop the knees over the right, the arms over the left, and extend those legs. Maybe lift and lower here for 3. Running the obliques, 2. 1, crunching into the center, hold for 3. 2. 1, drop those knees over to the left, arms over to the right. Extend those legs here. Embrace the wobble as you lift and lower for 3. 2. 1, bring those knees back into the chest. Set those feet down this time. Be on the balls of the feet. Hug yourself in nice and tight. Take a big inhale here. And then exhale, rock and roll 3 times. 1. 2. 3. And as you come up, extend the right leg and the left leg nice and wide on your mat. You can turn as I have so that your heels stay on the mat here and give them a nice little shake. Then inhale, sit as tall as you can. Keep those feet flexed. We're going to start to walk our hands forward. This may be as far as you go. Maybe you can make it to the elbows. If you do, make sure you breathe. Make sure those feet are still nice and strong. And then exhale, come all the way forward. If you can, no pressure, any amount more. And then inhale, sit nice and tall. Start to walk your hands back up. Give them another little shake. We'll extend our left arm out to our left leg. Circle sweep the arm right up and overhead. Maybe it touches the toes. Maybe it hangs out here. Whatever you do, keep the chest open as wide as you possibly can and breathe. And then inhale, sit tall. Exhale, send the right arm out. And the left arm comes up and over. Inhale, come back to center. And then we're going to try a little challenge. You're going to bend the knees. Take both of our peace fingers like we did before. Wrap them around our big toes. Bring those heels together first in front of you. Keeping that chest lifted like we did in boat. And then extend out one leg. And then the other. It's a lot of information here, I know. See if you can find your balance. And then start to close the legs here. Sitting as tall as you can. Big inhale. Maybe you can release those fingertips. And then exhale, bring those knees down. We're going to come over onto our knees, heading into hero pose next. The knees are going to come nice and close together. And maybe you can shift apart right here. Maybe you need a block to put underneath you so that when you sit down, you have a place to go. Take your calf muscles, roll them out nice and wide, and sit between the heels. And because this is a live show, we might get a visitor right now. There's Mobile. Hi, Mobile. He's coming to see who I'm talking to. So you're seated right between your feet here. Head up. Now you're going to sit as tall as you can. And as long as you have no pressure between the knees, you're going to start to walk your hands back. You get a nice quad stretch here. This may be all you can do today. Or you can start to come down onto the elbows. Keeping that chest lifted. Maybe this is as far as you go. And then maybe you come all the way down. Arms can extend overhead. We'll support you by your side. And then bend the elbows, start to walk everything up. Maybe you were joined by other people during your yoga time. This tends to happen in my life. This is Titan. He loves yoga. As soon as you come up, make your way on the tabletop. Go on, go lay down. Right here. And then tap out your feet a little bit. Go on, go lay down. Tuck the toes. Make your way downward facing dog. Take a big inhale here. And exhale, let it go. Extend the right leg behind you, up and over, and then bring the right knee in towards your chest. You're going to place that right knee right onto the mat right here. You listen really well. And slide everything down. No, sit. Okay. I mean, what can you do here? Coming in a pigeon pose. Make sure that left leg is extended nice and long here. And then we're going to elbow our way down onto your mat or your dog, as it may be. Maybe it's your child. Take a big inhale here. He's an opportunist. And exhale, let go. Continue breathing. And then start to come up onto your palms. Make your way over to downward facing dog. When you get there, bend your knees, shake everything out. And then we'll extend that left leg up, nice and tall, making your way into pigeon on the other side. If you want to come onto your back for a figure 4 supine stretch in pigeon, you're more than welcome to do that. This depends on the openness of your hips. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, slide everything down. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, place the palms down, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Go ahead and bend the knees, shake everything out here for a moment, and then find stillness. Take a big inhale here. And then exhale, step or hop to seated. We're going to extend our legs out right in front of us here. Take a big inhale, reach the arms nice and long. And then exhale, release everything back and down. As I'm coming onto my back here, I'm noticing and remembering that we forgot to do the lunge on the left leg. So don't forget that you do that left side lunge so that you're not skull-wobbly when you get home tonight. Bring that right knee in towards your chest, give it a big hug, and start to rotate the ankle one direction. And then the other. And then extend that right leg towards the sky right here. You can reach for the calf muscle here, the big toe, or maybe right behind the hamstring. And then gently pull that right leg in towards your chest, giving yourself a nice hug. Excuse me, a nice gentle tug. Maybe a hug. Take an inhale here. And an exhale. And then holding on to that leg wherever you have it, toe, calf, or hamstring. We're going to extend the right leg out to the side, taking that elbow down and keeping everything as open as possible. This is also an opportunity if you have a strap, you can use it. Don't forget to breathe. Keep that left hip and glute glued to the ground as much as possible. And then take an inhale, get really tall. And exhale, we're going to take that left hand or left strap into the left hand, calf or hamstring, and come all the way across the body here. Right arm comes out to support you. And you're going to roll over onto that left hip. And then bring that right leg back up and extend that right leg down. Take a moment, give yourself a little shake. And then we'll try that on the left side. Bring the left knee into the chest, interlacing the hands right beneath the kneecap. Rotating the ankle both ways. And then extend the left leg nice and tall. Again, your option is toe. Hold on to the calf or hold on the hamstring. And then gently pull your hamstring towards you to get an added stretch. And then on your exhale, we're going to take that leg out towards the left. Right arm comes out to support you and to keep that right glute and hip towards the ground. Take an inhale, come all the way back up to center. And then exhale, switch sides. The yoga teacher who forgot to leave her phone off during this filming, I will get after later. Yeah, that was me. I'll be sure to turn it off for Shavasana, I promise. Hopefully you're listening to your own music and can hardly hear that anyway. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale. And then bring that left knee in towards the chest, right knee in towards the chest. Start to rock and roll from side to side. Let's take a happy baby. Sending those feet towards the sky, reaching for outside edges of the feet. Bring the knees toward the ground and gently rock from side to side. And then bring the feet together here. We'll place them on the mat, about hip distance, preparing for bridge or wheel. Tucking the shoulders down the spine. Let's all do a bridge first. Palms up towards the sky. Take an inhale, lift the hips up, using the hamstrings to engage the muscles, the quadriceps, rather. Tucking the shoulders down the back, tucking in any amount more and lifting the chest. Let's breathe. Then exhale, lower down. Taking the feet as wide as the mat, windshield wiper. And then we're going to do that again, or option for wheel. Feet come back in. Tuck the shoulders underneath. Bend the elbows right here. And then we're going to press the hands down, lifting onto the top of the head if you're coming to wheel. And then pressing all the way up into wheel pose or hitting the bridge. 3 to 5 breaths. And then exhale, lower down. Windshield wiper the knees one more time. Bringing the knees into the chest. Giving them a nice hug. We're going to rock gently from side to side here. And as you do, I want you to start to scan your body from head to toe. Taking a big inhale and a big exhale. And I want you to take a few moments and practice whatever pose it is that your physical body might need. Maybe a shoulder stand, plow, waterfall with your legs sticking straight up in the air, or a spinal twist, or maybe since you're at home, you can even come over to the wall and practice one of my favorite restorative poses, legs up against the wall, by sliding right up against the wall, hip to the wall, turning those legs up, and finding rest and peace here. Whatever pose you choose to end the class with before Shavasana, take a moment and really be present in this pose. And then make your way into the final resting pose by coming out of your existing pose, extending your right leg onto the mat, your left leg onto the mat, and filling up all the space onto your mat, tucking the shoulders down your spine, taking the legs out nice and wide, palms facing up as a sign of receiving, or palms facing down as a sign of groundedness. Or one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly to connect deep within yourself. Take one last inhale here. And exhale, big sigh. Take peace and solace and enjoy your Shavasana. Gently start to make small movements with your fingers and your toes. Then rotate gently through wrists and through ankles, one direction and then the other. Take a big inhale, sweep your arms overhead and stretch completely through your entire body. And then exhale, make your way over onto either side. Fill up right now on that side with the being of who you are, the being of right now, and the being of peace and gratitude for being alive. Press yourself up to a comfortable seated position and meet me cross-legged. Take a big inhale, send the arms overhead. Take a big exhale, send the palms together. Thank you so very much for choosing to spend your evening with me at Ragazzi. My name is Tracy, and I am honored. May your week be beautiful. Namaste. Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have a beautiful evening, and I look forward to spending more time with you virtually for now. Take care.